Those are actually quite getting quite high, aren't they? See, compared to my hand. Well, they're not ant hills, they're ant nests. Now this track, as we come down to another arm of Wild Dog Creek, we're actually walking in water, little waterfalls or rivulets going down to the creek. And everywhere you look there are these small little flowers. What you can hear is a black cockatoo. It's a baby asking for food. I can see them through the trees, but they would not show up on camera if I tried to focus. My main camera has just run out of battery because I've done so much filming today, so now I'm on my little bloggy, which does not have good close-up. I can see them, and I think if I get too close they're going to fly, so I'll keep the camera going. There, can you see it? That's one. There is another one still in the trees. No, there's not. They're both flown. It's the yellow and black cockatoo. Can you see that? Unfortunately, this little bloggy is an indoor camera for blogs, to take photos for people doing blogs on computers. Yes, there's two there. One on the ground and one in the tree, about 4 foot high. Let's go closer. It's about to fly. Every time I move closer, the other camera would have picked this up in much better detail. There's still one left on the ground. That's warning sounds. Warning about me. So that's the youngster that's on the ground, and the two parents are the ones doing the screeching. Now they're all joined up in the tree, all three of them. I won't go any closer because they're not going to let me, and this camera won't let me give good close-ups. There's the three of them, two parents and the chick. The chick is the one that's making the noise, begging for food all the time. I can't get closer. This is thick bush. There's no paths. I'm not really dressed. See, I need long pants to get through this bush, otherwise they'll get scratched to pieces. And if I did, or yeah, even if I did, they would fly anyway. One's flown. Okay, let's get back to the dogs. See these trees that just keep falling over across the path. These are actually a large cockatoo. There's the van through the trees and I can hear the dogs howling. Hear them? Once I break out from behind these trees, they will see me through the back door and they will stop howling. Now they should have seen me. Silence. They'd be wagging their tails and getting all excited by now. I heard you barking and howling. I want to get back to Gyra before nightfall and get something to eat. I had better get these dogs back in the van and we better keep going. Come on dogs, we're not staying here the night. Not staying here the night. Come on. Vehicles are not the important users of the road. Okay, so just looking up the yellow-tailed black cockatoo on the internet. It's a large cockatoo which I had noticed, native to the southeast of Australia, measuring 22 to 26 inches. In flight, yellow-tailed black cockatoos flap deeply and slowly and with a peculiar heavy fluid motion. That came out on the film. This is interesting. It is not commonly seen in aviculture, especially outside Australia. Like most parrots, it is protected by an international agreement, so that it's not commonly seen in aviculture. What that means is, in other words, it's not commonly seen in cages, which is a good enough thing. It also means that people outside Australia have probably never seen a living specimen, which that's because they are nice to look at. In fact, it says here it's the largest of the cockatoos and of Australian parrots. Although not particularly common, they are one of the most well-loved and characteristic birds of southern Australia. Well, not just southern Australia. They are expensive to purchase, particularly outside Australia. I do remember seeing a newspaper article where one was sold in America for $120,000 US, and the police then confiscated it because it was the guy who bought it and the guy who sold it were doing it illegally. $120,000, so that's one sale. So there's Ebor. This green is the Guy Fawkes River National Park. Very large area. So the two-tiered falls was just this tiny little bit there. Just a fraction of the whole national park. Now this bit here, which is actually adjacent and even butting onto the Guy Fawkes National Park, is Cathedral Rocks National Park. Again, it's quite a large area, and we just did this small little area here.